then, you know, the points defeat started to pile up for Salif.
Took some punishment, mind you. I mean, as we said, he's been in with big hitters. I mean, Tua really did work him to the body. Right, we're going to get the introductions then for the first bout of the night. Kalnar against Verkis. Verkis, who is coming back into action off the back of that defeat to Juan Carlos Gomez, which was just over a year ago. A unanimous decision. It was a WBC heavyweight title eliminator. Gomez, the Cuban who beat him, went on to lose to Klitschko back in March. And he did retire, didn't he, officially after that fight? So this is his first fight since.
Yes, it is. And Verkis said, no, I've had enough. I'm 35, 36. He's 36 now. He was 35 then, and he said, look, I've had enough. I've accomplished all I could. He's changed his mind, and why not? He's only lost to two world-class southpaws in Juan Carlos Gomez and Ruslan Chagayev. He can still punch. He's not too old, given that Oliver McCall is still winning heavyweight fights. So.
As he was last night, wasn't he? Outdoing Lance Whitaker. We can talk about that a bit later on. Here comes Edgar Kalnar then of Latvia. 40th fight tonight in his career. The 32-year-old Latvian, 2019-0. Not a big puncher, but he's game. He's always busy. Been in with a few decent punchers. The old prospect is where we saw him fight Kretschmann, who took him out in one. Sinan Samuelsam also stopped him. And he was defeated last time out against a guy called Gregory Tony on France back in September, very early in September.
Well, win or lose, you know, his last 6 have ended inside 4 rounds, so Kalnar's kind of hit or be hit type, I guess.
So here comes the fighter who, prior to that Juan Carlos Gomez fight last year, he did previously win the European title. It's Paulo Vidos back in May 2007. Vidos actually broke his wrist in that fight. His only other defeat against Ruslan Chagayev in March of 06. Both were stablemates, actually knew each other very well. And only his 5th time out this since July of 2006. And as we said, he's back after, well, he retired last year after that fight against Gomez. But yeah, we talked about there's plenty of durable opponents on view here tonight, and this guy is another one of them. Saw the fight against Chagayev.
No, he's tough. He can punch as well. I mean, that's the great thing. He's not a fast, slick heavyweight, so he's not going to lose a great deal by being out for a year. He can still hit.
In der roten Ecke Edgar Kalnar ist 32 Jahre alt, 1,91 groß, er wiegt 102 Kilo, ist lettischer Meister. Er hat von 39 Kämpfen 20 gewonnen, 11 durch K.O. In der blauen Ecke Wladimir Virchis ist 36 Jahre alt, 1,94 groß. Er kommt aus Kiew in der Ukraine, ist 1,13 Kilo schwer. Er hat
Verkis incidentally coming in at 113 kilograms against Kalnar's 102.
In seiner Ecke sein Trainer Bülent Basar.
So as we said, some of the fights we saw, Chagayev, he was still swinging in the 12th round in that fight, so he's got good stamina as well. And again against Gomez, he took some big punches too, but he withstood all of those as well. So here we go then with the opening bell, 6 rounds.
Ringfrei, Runde 1.
So is this going to be an easy back into competitive professional fighting for Verkis after that defeat against Gomez a year ago, when he was on the brink of getting a shot at Klitschko's world title? As Kalnar's just been served up as a bit of fodder.
I guess that's the script. I mean, Verkis has been out for a while, as you say. He'll want to feel his way back against somebody who on paper isn't too tough. He can punch. As soon as he gets into range, he'll let that right hand go. Kalnar's best tactic would be to just keep him moving. Keep moving both ways if he can. He's got the idea already. He's trying to make Verkis use his legs. Just stay on the outside, move side to side, and pick him off as he can. But a tough job.
So takes control of the center of the ring and then just prowls around trying to get an early breakthrough here. Something to settle him down, something to settle him back into competitive action here, Verkis. It really shouldn't be too much of a problem, this, for him tonight. If it is, then maybe he's going to have to rethink his immediate schedule.
Yeah, he will find out. If this takes him a long time, then he's got to take his time coming back, get in again, get some rust off. I don't see it as a problem because but he does take a little bit of time sometimes to get into range. Kalnar he looks tense, doesn't he, already?
Yeah, he's probably watched a few of the videos that have been doing the rounds of Verkis hitting on the break there. Referee happy to allow it to go this time.
He looks slow, Verkis, but he's always been slow. He's always been like this, but he gets in there and he gets the job done. I know against Paulo Vidos the first time, for 3 rounds he was outboxed. Then he started to use his strength and make it pay. And his right hand got rid of Vidos, who's a way, way better fighter than Kalnar in the 6th round, the first time they met. Clean right uppercut that night.
He's certainly going to be taking a quality of shot, Kalnar, that he hasn't taken in a while, certainly from some of the fights that he's been having in recent months. That was a half-decent left to the chin then of Kalnar. But he'll just walk through what Kalnar has got to offer. It's all about really how long it's going to take him to get back into his rhythm, to find his feet, and to garner the momentum he needs to carry himself forward here. They don't look too impressed, but it was decent business for the opening round.
Yeah, that was the promoter Ahmet Erner, who's no doubt interested in what he can do with Verkis.
Time's getting on a bit, though, really, isn't it? He's, what, 35 years of age, 36 years of age.
Yeah, sure, but Erner's got a chance. Man, he's a former European champion. He's only lost to quality fighters. If he can get a few knockouts, who knows?
Well, yeah. We were talking about this early on as we look back at some of the action. We're talking about the #1 contender for the WBC being Ray Austin.
I know. I mean, that's an indictment of the WBC's ratings committee, frankly, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's 38, and none of the champions, Vitaly Klitschko, Nikolai Valuev, Vladimir Klitschko, they're all over 30. Vitaly's 38, you know.
No wonder David Haye thinks he's got a chance. He's a youngster at 29 years of age. Now, Verkis then, again, quick to the center of the ring.
Kalnar doing the right thing, just moving, poking the jab out. There's no confidence in what he's doing, but he might grow in confidence if he gets a few punches off and keeps on the move. And you know, he's using his speed, and he's doing things right. He's got the right tactics in his head.
I suppose
how long can he do it for? Sorry.
It's all about what he's been doing in the year that he's been off, whether or not he's been staying relatively fit, Verkis, in the gym with his gym work, or if he's only come back into training in the last month or so.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he is a farm worker by trade. He's earned well out of boxing in the past, but he's got his farm in Ukraine, and that's where he'll have been. He's a strong guy, and he must have just thought at some point, no, I can do this. What am I worrying about? Losing on points to a man who fights for a world title. I can earn some money here.
And that's what this is all about. Now, Verkis, he's got him where he wants him. Just looking for the opening. Kalnar just happy to sit back there and take a few of these shots.
Yeah, he was trapped in the corner. He didn't want to be there, but he didn't panic. He just watched what was happening. He watched what Verkis was doing and waited for the chance to get out of there. He's okay. He's coping reasonably well. But obviously, these are heavyweights, and Verkis can punch. It can all change in a second.
Simply don't know what to expect from Kalnar and some of the appearances and some of the performances he's put in. He's either being knocked out in 2 or 3, as he was against Gregory Tony, or he's taken somebody out, as he did with Zolotov, and then he was even being beaten again by Willie Fisher.
Yeah, on the road he doesn't usually win, but he does have a couple of wins early in his career in Germany against Mario Stein, who was 14 wins out of 16. He knocked him out in one round, so you know it's possible that he could do something, suddenly spring to life. But at the moment he's looking after himself, keeping on the move, just sniping away and then getting